How's it going, guys, and welcome back. So this morning, version 1.2 dropped for Lies of P, and this update actually made the game quite a bit easier in few aspects, so let's jump right into the patch notes. Of course, I will be leaving a link to the full patch notes in the description down below in case you want to check those out. Let's start off talking about some of the changes made to the bosses. For start, Fallen Bishop Andreas has less health, the King of Puppets first phase also has less health, and Simon Manus Arm of God, which is the first phase of the, let's call it, final boss, also has less health. Then Simon Manus the Awakened God, which is the second phase of that same boss, has decreased damage. You also have an increased chance to break the stance of Simon Manus Awakened God, the second phase. Related also to the boss fights, the Spectre, the sort of NPC you can summon in to help you, has increased health and damage now, which I didn't really think was too necessary. I mean, the Spectre didn't really do anything in the fights, but he did draw the attention enough to sort of make the fight easier without making it too easy. But I suppose they opted to make the game a little bit more accessible for everyone. I think my favorite thing about this update is probably actually the decreased weight of amulets that can be purchased through Boss Ergo. So these are the ones you trade for the Boss Souls, Boss Ergos. You can get the amulets, which used to weigh a ton. For example, the Ghost Walk amulet that allows you to dodge fury attacks used to weigh 21, which is a lot for just a single amulet, and now it's been reduced all the way down to 14.9, which is an insane difference. Also, players will now be able to carry more weight for each point spent in capacity, which is pretty insane because capacity already didn't have a drop-off point. Like when you hit level 30, it didn't start giving you less points per level. It actually gives you 3 points pretty much all the way through, except occasional levels I think gave you like 2. Successfully performing the Fable guard parry will now break the monster's stance. Players will now be able to land attacks better when they use Fable Arts that consume 3 or more slots. I'm not 100% sure if this is referring to actually get maybe hyper armor a little bit now that when you use some Fable Arts they don't get interrupted as easy. When it says they're able to land attacks better, I'm guessing that's what it means. A few balance changes for the field monsters. It says decreased HP on certain field monsters. It doesn't specify which ones. Increase the chance of breaking some monster's stance and the frequency of stagger, and increase the staggerable window time. They've also decreased the health of all 3 types of dimensional butterflies. So far, all of these updates have actually made the game easier. There's nothing here that I can see that's more difficult than before. They've increased the drop rate of Moonstone type items. They've decreased the drop rate of Star Fragments. They've increased the drop rate of Ergo items, and increased the Ergo rewards of certain monsters that appear after the Lorenzini arcade. A few things they added into character progression. They added the feature to reset the character's level, P-Organ, and Legion Arms at the gold coin tree for some reason. I don't know why that was necessary, but apparently that's a thing now. Characters created after this patch will now receive 8 gold coin fruits instead of 5 for the first harvest. Adjusted the required amount of gold coins to reset the character's level, P-Organ, and Legion Arms. For all PC players out there, DualShock 4 and DualSense controllers are now supported on Windows. Other than that, there's just a few minor bug fixes, mainly just graphical and like typos and stuff. But yeah, like I said, I will leave the link down below if you guys want to read into all of these changes yourselves. But yeah, I haven't really tested too much of this out myself, but it does look like the game just got a little bit easier, which means if you have not yet finished Lies of P, you have missed out to be one of those people that go on Reddit to say they finished the game before it got easy. But anyway, guys, I hope you did find this video helpful. If you did, don't forget the thumbs up button, subscribe for more content coming very soon, and we'll see you next time.